at Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division VI and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ashland High School. It's another Ashland girls soccer matchup today. Tri-Valley taking on the Holliston Panthers. And we're already underway. Glad to have you with us on a beautiful fall afternoon in New England. 77 degrees at game time here in Ashland. Ashland started with the ball, but Panthers have taken over, and we'll see how this one plays out.
Ashland already with it in the Holliston zone. Little bunched up in the middle of the field. That looks like that's Katie English.
Yep.
Emma Arsenal
gets a foot on it.
Yep. Splits a couple Ashland defenders with that pass, and Holliston's in the Ashland zone for the first time this game.
And that's Marchetti booting it out of bounds to slow things down for the Panthers. They'll inbound the Panthers, that is. They'll inbound on the far side. Ashland girls coming off a great win Tuesday night against the Hopkinton Hillers, looking to capitalize and build on their momentum here this afternoon against the Panthers, but they'll have their work cut out for them as that shot by the Panthers goes wide short side. Panthers are led by one of their co-captains, Mary Kate Ward, in goal. She is one of two players who will be going on to Division I play next season. Ward will be going to UConn, while one of their forwards, Megan Putvinsky, will be going to Northeastern next season. Keep an eye on Putvinsky, number 12 for the Panthers. She scored 15 goals and 8 assists last year, and on a similar pace this season.
Yeah, two playmakers on two different parts of the team. I mean, that's definitely going to carry them through the Tri-Valley League this year.
And I believe what I read, Chase, is the Panthers have not lost a game since those two girls joined the team as juniors last season.
Jeez.
But no score here so far early on in the first quarter. Just about a minute and a half gone by. No score, but the Panthers are on the run here, and that is Putvinsky trying to work her way through four Ashland defenders. Can't quite make it through. Clockers are able to clear it out toward midfield, but unable to control as the Panthers kick back and control the pace here, looking to set things up again. Here's a nice long boot down the near sideline. That's Holliston's Phoebe Drowan on the run. She's ridden off by
Emma Arsenal.
Thank you.
On the chase down. It was a great lead pass. Got her all the way down to the 25, and then she dribbled it down inside the 10, and it looks like that's where Holliston will be inbounding the ball.
So, Chase, certainly a change in weather today and already a change in pace.
Oh, yeah.
This Holliston team is moving a lot faster than Hopkinton did on Tuesday night, and we'll have to see if the Clockers can keep up here. So far. Go ahead.
Looked like they had an open shot there. Couldn't capitalize on that. Take another shot, and Erin Gore makes the stop.
Actually, Chase, breaking news, just before game time, we learned that Erin Gore will not start today in goal. It's actually Colby Lima getting the start. Interesting decision. I'm not sure what led to it, but we'll see if we can find out and get that to you later today. But right now it's Colby Lima in goal for the Clockers. Ashland takes control. Ball's high at midfield, not quite controlled, but now it lands on the feet of Caitlin Merson. She's breaking down the middle of the field. She has somebody open. Oh.
Maddie English was just offsides.
That's why she was open.
Yep.
Tough break there for the Clockers, but good to see them getting aggressive offensively. But Panthers kick off already to midfield. Corralled momentarily by Putvinsky. She passes back. Panthers are definitely having much longer passes than what we saw Tuesday night, Chase.
Yep. Looking for the lead pass there, and that's denied by Ashland.
Okay, so out of bounds, but staying with the Panthers as we tick down to about 4 minutes gone now in the 20-minute first quarter.
Inbound pass. It looks like they're looking for Putvinsky.
There's a nice pass into the corner. If it's a little too far, and it goes over the goal line, that'll be Ashland ball as Colby Lima's going to chase that one down. So a little background on the Panthers. Always good to know your opponent. As I mentioned, they were unbeaten last year, but their last games, last weekend, they beat Medway 1-0 and tied them 1-1.
Oh.
So, and the girls, the Ashland girls, their season wraps up next weekend. Of course, change topics and move over to the Clockers. The Clockers here, of course, against Holliston today. Against Holliston today and tomorrow, and then wrap up next weekend with a pair of games against Norton. Back to the action at hand. Ball went inbounds and out of bounds quickly. Panthers regain possession here on the near sideline.
That was Maddie Marchetti knocking it out of bounds for the Clockers. As Holliston gets the ball at the 5.
Marchetti definitely making her presence felt early on here against Holliston. This one called out of bounds, and Holliston will again try to inbound here on the near sideline.
Go to Pudvinsky. Seems to be their strategy when in doubt.
Sure.
Throw her way. Proven successful so far, and probably so far this season.
An unwise choice to clear the ball up the middle, intercepted by Holliston, but eventually kicked out of bounds on the far sideline. That'll remain Holliston ball. Holliston very quickly with a quick shot on goal, but right at Colby Lima with an easy save, chest high. So Lima kicks it right up the middle, past Katie English, and the ball goes deep now into the Ashland zone.
Alexa Robinson just kicking it out of bounds.
Okay, so it'll be Robinson and Marchetti, your two Clockers closest to the ball right now as Holliston looks to inbound. But Vinsky momentarily, it looked like she had an opening to take a shot, couldn't get it. Clocker defense clamped down. Marchetti, again, putting some great defensive pressure out there. A little slow getting to that one, but it does eventually force a turnover. The Clockers are able to kick it out over midfield. Panthers send it right back down and out of bounds. So Ashland now will be inbounding. And of course, if you're new to our broadcast, this season, COVID-19 restrictions, of course, are in play here, so no throw-ins, no headers. And so we have a kick-in here, and this will be Alexa Robinson off to Madison Marchetti over midfield. Holliston sends it right back. The ball bounces over Robinson and out of bounds. So that'll be Ashland ball. Marchetti looking to inbound here.
All right, here's Marchetti off the inbound. Looks for
Merson.
Yep. Now Katie English putting pressure on.
Marchetti late to the double team. Holliston just masterfully moving the ball around. Some excellent passing. A centering pass attempt goes far. Clockers clamping down on defense. Ball still loose and bouncing around toward the middle of the field. Here's a foot race. Marchetti getting a little physical there as the ball gets ridden out of bounds, and let's see what they're going to call here.
It's going to be a goal kick.
Okay, somehow that went out of bounds on Holliston, so Ashland ball.
Yep. All right, well, we've seen Marchetti take all the goal kicks so far this year and staying that way today.
She boots a line drive. Eventually ends up with Merson. Merson can't quite handle it. Going to boot it off a Holliston player. She tries to go down the near sideline here, so it'll be Ashland on the kick in here. So it looks like it'll probably be Robinson to Marchetti again. Okay.
Right off in the Holliston
Marchetti took a little too long booting that one, allowing the defender to get in and block that pass. So Ashland inching its way up the near sideline with yet another kick-in. This one will be right around midfield. Okay, she gets some opening down the middle.
Laughlin.
Nice touch pass. Looking for English. Really good opportunity there. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it's going to go against Ashland.
I think it might have been a handball off that high bounce.
Okay. So it's good to see the Clockers being aggressive offensively here today, Chase. I mean, obviously, so far the ball spent a lot more time in the Ashland defensive zone. But again, compare and contrast to last game against Hopkinton, where the Hillers just kept back passing, and Ashland kind of letting them do that and really dictating all those passes, dictating the pace. Holliston, a much more aggressive team offensively, much longer passes. They're an excellent passing team, as Hopkinton was as well, just longer passes. But now here's Ashland with an opportunity in the offensive zone. Holliston equal to the task, and now they have control of the ball. Well, another turnover here right around the 20. That's Ellie Laughlin.
Shot on goal, right at that Holliston goalkeeper. Well, it's their first shot of the game.
Save made by Mary Kate Ward. Again, keep an eye on her. She's you can probably even hear her on the mics here. She is a very vocal player. And again, one of the co-captains here for Holliston. So the Panthers have the ball now as they break across midfield and just drive it down all the way down. This will be Colby Lima making the play, Ashland goalie. So snuffing that one out very quickly. So Lima boots away to the far sideline, picked up there by a teammate, unable to control it. And now here's an opportunity down the far sideline for Holliston, a left-footed kick. Lima makes a save but can't control it, can't control the rebound. And a nice defensive play. I think that's Robinson was able to kick that one out of bounds and out of harm's way. So a little slow getting up, might have a little bit of a turf burn there. But excellent save, excellent defensive play. So we get actually a turnover here. I thought that ball was going to be belonging to the Panthers. In fact, it's the Clockers here who have control, kicking out at midfield here, the middle of the field. That's Sophia Shepard controlling it on the far sideline, trying to boot way ahead, but intercepted by the Holliston midfielder. And Holliston controlling the ball. Again, very quick action here, a lot of quick passes by Holliston. Here's a play, again, pushing back here toward the middle of the field. Ball's going really back and forth between the two teams at the moment. Let's see if Ashland can make a break here. Arsenault had the ball momentarily, but unable to control it. And Holliston just boots it deep into the Ashland zone and out of bounds. So Robinson will take over here, inbounding to Marchetti. So if you're just joining us, Josh Abrams with you here on a beautiful fall afternoon in Ashland, Clockertown. We're about 7:35 to go now in the first quarter. No score between Ashland and their Tri-Valley rivals, the Holliston Panthers. Ashland with the ball, moving from right to left on your screen, wearing their Clocker blue, against the Panthers wearing all white with red letters and numbers. Panthers are going to take the ball, going to inbounds the ball here. Ball went out of bounds, so they opt to back pass. Working the ball here on the near sideline, moving it out to the center of the field. Now pushing it to the far sideline. Intercepted by Robinson, does a 360 and comes out with it. Unable to connect. Oh, here's a connection to Merson. She's got a break at midfield. She's got man on. Puts one right down the middle. Unable to connect with English, but there's a bad turnover by Holliston. There's a shot on goal, and Ward makes the save. We've heard big things about her. She is going to UConn next season, Division I, and makes an excellent save on a great opportunity for Katie English. I'm sorry, make that Maddie English. Get them straight sooner or later. So, Ashland continue to put a little offensive pressure on here, and Arsenal unable to keep the ball in bounds. This will go back to the Panthers as we tick down to about 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Panthers and your Ashland Clockers. Here's a boot, but out of bounds. Another unforced error by the Panthers. So Clockers will take over here about middle of the offensive zone for them. So Kirsten Oglesby is going to touch up here and hand off to Marchetti. Marchetti looking for an opening. She boots it toward the middle. Over the defender, yeah, but can't connect there. Sophia Shepard, for a moment, looked like she may have a break. Couldn't connect. Robinson on the far side of the field now is the clocker who's able to win the battle as the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Ashland ball. So Robinson over to Carter. Carter unable to connect on the near sideline. Got a scrum there at midfield for a moment. The ball trickles back into the Ashland zone. And Carter simply just boots it out of bounds. So Panthers inbounding here on the far sideline. Looking for a connection across the field. Here's a left-footed boot on net, but wide long side. These Panthers certainly aren't afraid to shoot. Already got 3 or 4 shots on goal, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard so far. We are deadlocked between the Panthers and the Clockers. About 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Marchetti do a boot here on the goal kick. Unable to connect with Shepard, with Sophia Shepard, and ball goes out of bounds. So a quick turnover, another unforced error here for the Clockers, and the Panthers will inbound right around the 30-yard line on the football field. Panthers do a little give and go, passing back and now putting one in. Not sure why that header wasn't called, but it wasn't, and play resumes. Here's an opportunity for the Panthers. Nice deke, left-footed shot, but right in on Lima. Easy save. We're still deadlocked. Lima boots one up. Caitlin Merson tries to control it with the chest. Doesn't happen. Got a whistle. It looks like it's going to go Panther ball. This will be Tatum Corden for the Panthers. Look like, yep, Tatum Gordon. She's got a free kick here. We're inside the 30. She puts one in toward the middle. Nice defensive play by the Clockers, and they're pushing the ball out on the far sideline looking for Maddie English. Down the far sideline, she's got an opening, but she is 1-on-3 down there. But forcing the issue, she's able to get it down the far sideline, kicked out of bounds by the Panthers. So the Clockers with a really good opportunity here on the far sideline. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We have a substitution as Arsenault checks out, and it looks like Julia Schreiber has come into the game, the freshman number 3 here on the near sideline. But inbounded by the Clockers, pushing further down the far sideline, out of bounds, and turned over to the Panthers. Panthers quickly out with it here. Booted up the far sideline. Some good passing here, get it to the middle of the field. Good pressure by English. Here's a turnover. Schreiber has it. Passes off, give and go. Another pass back. She's open for a moment. English can't connect before she's met by a defender, but here's another shot on goal, just wide to the short side. That was Allie Laughlin with a great opportunity. So one of the more sustained offensive efforts for the Clockers here so far this afternoon is we're just about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still deadlocked with the Panthers, but Clockers really showing a lot of good offensive opportunities here, a lot of good pressure so far. So now that we're under 2 minutes to go, the clock here on the field stops, so clock is being kept on the field by the refs. We're not going to really know when this quarter ends until we hear the whistle. So just stick with us. We'll figure it all out. Panthers with the ball now as they boot it to the near sideline, bouncing around a little bit, kept in bounds, off of Oglesby, off of English, and the ball bounces out at midfield to the center. There's a great pass, splits the defense right up the middle, gets the shot off and over the goal, over the crossbar and out of bounds. But just like that, how quickly Holliston can transition is Megan Podvinsky. She had 8 assists last year, and she almost connected for an assist with an excellent long centering pass for the Panthers. But again, to no avail. Still deadlocked on the scoreboard, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and Marchetti will be taking the goal kick for the Clockers. Passes up the near sideline, it's Robinson, pushing further up the far sideline to Sophia Shepard, unable to get it any further as the Panthers intercept. Nice defensive play to keep it away from Podvinsky by the Clockers. Here's a left-footed shot right in on Lima. makes the easy save. A lot easier to see when you're not being screened and they come right in, right at eye level for you. So great save by Colby Lema. And the Clockers push the ball over midfield, but the Panthers answer right back momentarily on the foot of Podvinski. The ball's loose. Robinson is the one closest to it now. She'll try and just get it out of bounds, perhaps. Well, she finds a teammate. Nice job there. Looked like that was Sophia Shepard she was able to connect with. Panthers are kicking it out of bounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. So a great effort by your Clockers against the defending Tri-Valley Division II champions, the Holliston Panthers. We're deadlocked. No score after one. There's a break here on the field. We'll take a break ourselves. You're watching Ashland High School Girls Soccer here on WACA-TV. And welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for second quarter action. Ashland Girls Soccer hosting the Holliston Panthers. Joining us in the booth was Chase Abrams. He unfortunately had to leave for a cross-country match in Holliston later this afternoon. Good luck to Chase and the other Ashland cross-country team members. Hopefully they can come back with a win. And taking his place, at least momentarily, Rob Kulaga. Rob, good to have you with us.
Thanks. We'll see how I do. A little nervous here.
Nothing to be nervous about. We're just having fun. It's all friends here in the booth and watching at home. So our home audience, make your comments on Facebook if you'd like to, but take it easy on Rob. We're just here to have fun. So, Rob, you were down the stands in the first quarter. No score so far. What do you think?
I thought they played excellent. Their defense was helped. Lexi Robinson had nice little stops a couple of times, and Colby's filling into the net for the first time and doing amazing.
Absolutely.
She's a great athlete, so she's fitting right in.
Okay, I was noticing, I don't know if you were at the game against Hopkinton the other night on Tuesday night. This just seems like a very different pace so far.
Yeah, they're making some good combination passes. The plays in front of the net. I think we put 4 or 5 great passes together for a good opportunity for Maddie English.
Yeah, they seem to think they've got some kind of thing working there that they can send Maddie past the defense, on sides, of course. But they've been looking like they've been trying to feed her a couple of times here so far, and at least once or twice she just missed on a connection.
Yeah, this is the best they've looked with the rhythm-wise.
Okay, so we're underway here in the second quarter. The teams have switched sides. Clockers, of course, wearing the Clocker blue, but now going from left to right across your screen, and they drive one into the Holliston zone. But Holliston, again, with that quick passing, are able to break out, drive it down the near sideline, and that'll be Catherine Carter chasing it down and knocking it out of bounds. Rob, what a difference with this weather, huh? I mean, it's got to be twice as warm today as it was Tuesday night.
Yes, probably about 45 degrees difference. Welcome to England.
Yeah. Okay, there's
Uh-oh.
a misfire in the middle, in front of the net, but Marchetti equal to the task and able to knock it out of harm's way before it can turn into a goal. Now the Clockers have the ball at midfield, and Merson puts it down the far sideline, trying to give and go with Sophia Shepard. Ball goes out of bounds, and Ashland will retain possession, so good opportunity here on the far sideline early on in the second quarter, Rob.
Yeah, I'd like to see how the refs are letting the girls play a little shoulder to shoulder.
So a little more physical than what we've seen?
Yes, it definitely helps defensively.
Okay. So Maddie English had it for a moment. Ball gets centered but knocked away by the Panthers. Okay, so let's see here. We got Carter at midfield, unable to control it. And Brooke.
Yeah, that was Brooke.
That is Brooke. I was thrown off. I didn't think Brooke was playing.
Yeah, she'd come back first, dislocated elbow.
Is this her first game back?
No, she played a couple. She's definitely not 100%, but senior year, got to try.
Absolutely. It's good to see her back on the field. Okay. Looks like maybe an attempted shot goes well wide. Clocker's able to collect, and here's English sprinting down the near sideline, passing off to Merson. Tries to do a give and go, and it's going to wind up trickling out of bounds. Couldn't quite catch Maddie English streaking down the sideline there. So Holliston inbounds, moving toward the middle of the field, and now moving to the far sideline. No call there, but they're going to let him play on. And here's a break down the near sideline. This is Podvinsky. She's the big scorer. Let's see what she does here. Oh, a great
job,
defensive
Catherine.
play. Catherine Carter did not give up on that one. That was a great opportunity for the Panthers, and unable to even get a shot off as Carter came swooping in at the end of that play to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, it was great hustle by Catherine.
Yeah, a little bit of a defensive breakdown before that, but good to see.
Yeah, now that girl Meg is Division I recruit going to Northeastern, I believe. So
Okay, so what would normally be a goal kick here for the Panthers. Going to boot it in on net. Ball sails wide. Good pressure here defensively. Oh, somebody caught one in the face. Seems to be okay. Not sure if that was Carter.
no, it was, I believe
Oh,
it was-
it's number 10. It was Merson. Merson. Okay. She looks okay. But the Panthers with the ball right now. Easy turnover here given to Sophia Shepard. She's going to boot one. Misfire there with Katie English. Sorry, make that Maddie English. I can never keep those two straight,
Yes.
Rob.
Yeah.
They got to get numbers that are further apart. I think that might help me. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Holliston ball here on the far sideline. They don't waste any time, Rob. Like any time that they're doing a kick in, they go right back out. They're ready to go.
This is a very experienced team. They defending state champions, I believe.
They are. Tri-Valley Division II. So here's a pass on the near sideline now. Good coverage, good defense. Brooke had it there momentarily. Ball gets kicked out of harm's way by Marchetti.
And you see the skill level from Meg right there.
Great ball control there with a double team. And this one's going to trickle into Colby. Let it go over the goal line. We'll have a goal kick here for the Clockers. So about 15 minutes to go here in the first half. No score between Ashland and Holliston. He's Rob Kulaga. I'm Josh Abrams. Glad to have you with us here on a beautiful, beautiful fall afternoon. Hope you're watching this on your mobile device outside someplace because we're going to be stuck inside real soon. Abnormally warm temperatures here in November. Okay. Clockers made some nice defensive plays there, but unable to control it, and now a little back and forth. Panthers keep moving it further and further into the Ashland zone before it kind of finally gets cleared out about the 40-yard line now, but still Panthers in control. Ashland defender overcommitted momentarily, but doesn't cost her. Well, ball's still loose here. She could get a shot off left-footed, but right in on Lima.
Great, another good save, solid save for Colby. She's in her basketball hands.
Gotta wonder if really not a lot of experience goaltending, at least this season.
I don't think ever.
But she's looked solid so far. I think once she had that first save under her belt, once that first shot came in, it really settled her down. So
She's a really good athlete. So
multi-sport.
yeah, you can see it.
Okay, so we have a stoppage here, and the Panthers will be inbounding right around midfield. Quickly kick it further down into the Ashland zone. Here's an opportunity down the far sideline. Let's see what they can do. This is Oglesby on her horse trying to catch up. Shot on goal, trickles across the goal mouth and out of bounds. So that'll be Ashland ball. Look like it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, and you see there was really good coverage on the backside by Lexi Robinson on that, covering 12. Took away the cross option.
Okay, so Marchetti going to kick off here. She's got Sophia Shepard on the near sideline. Looks like that's where she's going. English trying to control it. Over to Shepard. Nice quick pass up. That was Catherine Klepper with her foot on it for a moment. But the Panthers forced the turnover. They've got control now at midfield. Good pressure by Marchetti. Knocked that ball away. Looks like Julia Schreiber trying to pursue. Holliston pushing ahead now in the middle of the field. The ball's loose. Here's a shot. Gets knocked down. It'll just trickle over to Colby Lima. She'll pick up rather than letting it go over the goal line. And we're about 12 and a half to go now in the first half. Deadlocked Ashland, Holliston, Tri-Valley girls soccer action here on WACA-TV.
Yeah, it looks like Holliston tilted the field this quarter, that's for sure. MK's back there getting bored, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah, so it just seems like right now, at least, that Holliston is mounting drive after drive after drive, and the ball's spending a lot of time in the Ashland end. Let's see if they're going to capitalize on this. There's a quick shot on goal, but it'll trickle wide. Lima pounces on it as we approach just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Lima boots it ahead down the near sideline. English trying to catch up to it. A little collision there. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Panther ball in their own end. So we saw something similar against Hopkins the other night, Rob, where the opposition has been controlling the pace of play, dictating things for the most part. But it was a real shocker there, at least for me, that Hopkins game, that goal late in the second half, and Ashland escaped with a win there against the Hillers.
Yeah, we definitely did. We did a lot of kick and chase that game, but defense played well, and we made a good use of our opportunity.
Here's a good turnover. English with a left foot. It'll go wide, short side. But one of the few offensive opportunities so far here in the second half for the Clockers, and it looks like the Panthers are going to be making a couple of defensive substitutions, including Megan Pudvinsky. She's the one we're keeping our eye on. She's going to Division I next year, but
need a nice long break.
She's getting a breather. Happy to see her go, right, Rob? So, but back to the task at hand is Mary Kate Ward is going to settle the ball here for the goal kick for the Panthers.
Problem is Holliston just reloads, so they get good plays everywhere.
Next person up?
Yep.
Okay, so here's a long boot on the far side. Corralled momentarily, but good pressure here by...
That's a great ball by Allie.
By Allie Laughlin, yeah. It's going into the corner here for Schreiber. It'll stay Ashland ball. Good opportunity here. Far sideline inside the 18, if you will. So I think that's Oglesby handing up. It's going to kick over to Julia. Okay.
See, I like that. They didn't just kick it. Julia tried to make a play there. It was good try. Didn't work the way she wanted to, but it's good look.
Okay, I wasn't sure which way that call went, but it looks like it's going to stay Ashland ball.
Yeah, so it actually did work. Got a better angle now.
Okay, so I see Julia, I see Maddie English over there. It's more of a free kick this time. Got to put a hard shot on goal, but wide to the short side. So, Rob, what we saw with the boys soccer team is these COVID restrictions, especially when it comes to headers, has really affected strategy this season.
It does.
Are you seeing the same thing here with the girls?
Yes, there's a couple plays where the girls try to come up and put pressure on the ball, bounce over the head. They normally would head it, and it goes right over their head.
And it's just so instinctual, right, to try and head it.
And the offensive zone, those free kicks from outside, it takes away all the heading possibilities, which really hurts.
Okay, so really tightly contested for the ball right now. It's going back and forth. Nice call off there. Oglesby took it, booted in further into the Holliston zone. And it's going to go out of bounds here on the near sideline. And they're calling Ashland ball. So another really good opportunity here for the Clockers as we're about 8.5 to go here in the first half. This is Robinson moving the ball up before she goes inbounds to Marchetti. Emma Arsenault, I noticed, is back in the game at this point. That ball's a little too hot to handle for Catherine Klepper, and the ball goes all the way down to Ward, the goalie for the Panthers. So a turnover here, and Panthers will have control. There's a long boot making its way toward midfield. Clocker's able to control. I believe that was Allie Laughlin. Two Clockers converge on it, unable to control it, though, and this ball's sailing out of bounds. So this will be a good opportunity. Again, I keep saying another good opportunity, but it is.
It's on the positive side of the field. That's all we can say.
It's good to see the ball spending some time on this side of the field. So Robinson Oh, going too fast for me. That was to Carter that time, but all to no avail. Panthers booted in. Oglesby over to Marchetti. Panthers have it, though. Marchetti with some good defensive pressure, though, and forcing a turnover here, but giving it right back to the Panthers. What were you going to say, Rob?
That was the perfect example where the heading came in.
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten had chest that and lost a little control. If not, she would have headed and knocked it back out.
Good observation. So here, ball's bouncing around. It's some good pressure here by Holliston, and it looked like that was Carter just booted it out of bounds. So Clockers catch a breather here for a moment in their defensive end, settle things down a little bit, get a better handle on things. Let's see how they do here. There's a long centering pass. And it looked like that number 12 had checked back into the game. She snuck in on us. It was a quick breather.
Yeah.
And it was a good opportunity, a good setup for her, but unable to connect, and still deadlocked here. But Holliston with some pressure. Here's a shot on goal. Lima eats it up.
Pick it up, Coley.
Oh, that's a bad.
That's experience right there. You can't fault her. I don't think she's ever played goalie before.
No, absolutely. So I think inexperience and just poor communication with the defender, and almost led to a goal, but they dodged one that time, Rob. So about 6 minutes to go now. We're still deadlocked. Holliston, Ashland from Ashland High School. Beautiful fall afternoon in New England. While we have a quick break here, I want to take a moment just to thank our sponsors, of course, Marathon Deli, West Union Street in Ashland. They have a great selection of wraps, panini, subs, and more. You can call them at 508-231-1859 or visit marathondeli.com. We also have Techniplex here in Ashland. They produce advanced flexible packaging material solutions. And you can visit them at techni-plex.com. That's tekni-plex.com. We'll get to the rest of our sponsors momentarily. A lot of action happening on the field while we try to take care of some business.
It's a nice play with Lexi Robinson, making her grandparents proud, I think. Had to throw that one in.
Sure.
And before, we had Madison English just missed on that through ball to Emma Arsenal. That's the passes we really need to get our opportunities. Maddie made a great play, just missed it just by a little bit.
Holliston makes a substitution now, and they're going to inbound deep in the Ashland zone. Centering attempt, nobody really there, though they closed the gap quickly. And again, that was Megan Podvinsky. They were trying to feed her again, but the ball gets turned over to the Clockers. So I also want to take a moment here to just thank our final sponsor, Rose's Automotive. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. They're your go-to place for repairs and used cars. You can call them at 508-650-1628 or visit roseautomotive.com. So back to the action on the field. The Clockers, Marchetti, able to boot one away, but controlled now by the Panthers on the far sideline. There's English, gets tripped up, and they're going to draw the whistle on that one and the turnover. Nice job by English.
That was a good body control by Katie.
So this looks like Marchetti. Can you see from the...
That's Marchetti.
Okay. Got some 50-year-old eyes trying to see all the way across the field.
Hey, I'm only 49.
Then you win. Okay, the ball's loose at midfield.
It's Allie.
Allie Laughlin looking for some help.
Nice pass.
Passing ahead to English. Dodges a defender.
Yeah, she threw that one away by accident, I think.
I think she saw something that wasn't there. Yeah, it looked like she had Emma Arsenault breaking down the opposite side.
Yeah.
She'd gone right instead of left, but come see, come saw.
Yep.
Okay, so Holliston gets the ball in the turnover. They're going to inbound and kick backwards. That's Caitlin Merson putting some pressure on defensively. Schreiber has it, passes quickly to English. Looking for Arsenault. Little too far. That ball's going to roll all the way out of bounds. So Holliston will take over here, their own goal line. Their own goal box, I should say. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. And again, just really quickly, a shout out to regarding the Clocker Club. If you're not a Clocker Club member yet, it's not too late to join. Membership start at just $25 and help support our student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs. You can learn more at clockerclub.org. That's clockerclub.org.
So smooth, so smooth.
Panthers with the ball. They're going to boot it here from Ward taking the honors there from her own goal box. We're just under 2.5 to go in the first half. Clockers trying to put some late pressure here offensively. Oglesby not able to handle it as it goes down the far sideline and out of bounds. So just like that, Holliston can go to the transition and go offensive here late in the first half.
Yeah, it's a critical 2 minutes for Ashland. They've been playing a very good game. You don't want a late goal here.
Nope. It's a good forechecking there by Julia. It's going down the far sideline. That was Merson. Pushing ahead, but the Panthers have the ball now, and they're going to just kick it toward midfield. Thought that one was heading out of bounds, but it stays in. Marchetti is in there trying to force something and forces the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Panther ball now. Under 2 minutes to go. Again, we can't see the clock at this point. They've stopped the clock on the field. It's being kept by the refs on the field. And we'll just all have to listen together for the whistle to end the first half. English with the ball now. Turns a corner. Sends it down the far sideline. Intercepted by the Panthers. Good pressure there. As Sophia's just a step too late getting to that one. But the ball stays in the offensive zone for the Clockers. And we'll see what they can do here. Looking to capitalize here late in the first half. I got to tell you, Rob, I mean, either way you go, right? A goal that gets scored this late in a quarter, in a half, it's got to be demoralizing for the opposite team and energizing for the team that scores it.
Yep, that's correct.
So Oglesby to Shepard. Ball is on net, but it gobbled up by Ward. They're all everything goaltender.
Yep.
All league, MVP of the league last year, I believe.
Yep. I think she's nominated for All-American, too, if I think I
is that
read
right?
something about that.
Ball's loose at midfield. Panthers with it. They come out with it. Overrunning the ball, though. Passing to the near sideline. Arsenault trying to put some pressure on.
That was good help by Emma right there. Made them pass back instead of going forward.
Mm-hmm. But just so calm, on the Holliston side, just so calm, just not panicking, just pass it back. They know they're going to be a teammate there. Here's a shot on goal that is going to go wide, short side.
See, this is where Colby knows that she should milk it a little bit, get to halftime.
They tie a shoelace.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the whistle's about to blow anyway.
Yeah. I got to tell you that. Is that it?
No.
Oh, that's a different whistle. Not for the end of the half. Okay, so here we go. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. So a great half for Ashland Soccer. The Clockers deadlock with the powerful Holliston Panthers. And just seeing some great play on both sides of the ball. Rob, good to have you with us here.
I might come back.
Okay, well, it's halftime here, so we'll take a quick break. And you're watching Ashland Girls High School Soccer on WACA-TV.
Today's sports coverage on WACA-TV is sponsored in part by Technoplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Technoplex Flexibles Ashland is a proud sponsor of the Ashland boys and girls soccer team, and we look forward to a great 2020 season.
Go Flyers!
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com. A special thank you to Rose's Automotive for their donation of masks and gloves to use during sports productions to keep the WACA crew safe. You can find them at 26 North Main Street in Sherburne, reach them on the phone at 508-650-1628, or find them on the web at rosesautomotive.com.
And welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for second half action. Ashland, Holliston, Tri-Valley girls soccer here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Clockertown Ashland, Massachusetts. I'm Josh Abrams, joined today by Rob Kulaga. Rob, give us a quick summary. What do you think so far in the first half?
I think Ashland's playing pretty solid defensively. Got a couple combinations together, which is good. Like to see that. And Holliston just, they're, like you said before, they're very calm. They'll put 5, 6, 7, 8 passes together, not try to rush anything.
Okay, so who would you say are your standouts so far today in the first half of the Clockers?
Thought Alexa Robinson had a really good game defensively, and I have to give a shout out to Colby. First time in the net in years. I just found out she played when she was in 3rd and 4th grade. So
it's a slightly different level of competition.
Yeah. the show up at the field with no goalie gloves. She's using my son's goalie gloves. So I had to go take a ride home and get the goalie gloves.
Sure. You do what you take, right?
Yeah. She's just a tremendous athlete, so you can see how smooth she is. Besides that one little communication gap, that was it.
Absolutely. Okay, so about ready to get underway here. 76 degrees as we get ready for the tip-off. It looks like we're going to start here with Maddie English.
She ran away from a bee, I think.
I know we have a couple up here as well, not to get you worried. But, okay, we're underway. English passing back to Shepard.
I think this first couple of minutes is going to be critical because I think Holliston's going to come out really fast.
Okay, Robinson trips up there.
Oops.
Okay, so English passing ahead to Arsenault. Couldn't quite get it past. Centering pass here to Merson. Down to English. And Holliston looks like, well, yeah, it's a pass. I thought she was put it out of bounds. It was hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, I think that was C-Rose trying to kick it out.
Okay. So Madison trying to settle that one down, Maddie, and winds up boating it out of bounds just to slow things down here for the Panthers.
Again, since you said the heading rule, like I've seen like 5 or 6 examples of that.
Sure.
Another perfect example.
Yeah, but modified soccer is better than no soccer, right?
You're 100% right.
Okay, so Holliston inbounds. They're looking for Megan there. That's one of their star players. Not able to connect. Ball gets driven out of bounds by the Clockers, so it'll be Panther ball. Looks like we have a malfunction with the scoreboard here, so we are not getting a game clock. So going to be doing our best guesses here and just listening for the whistle to end the third quarter. That ball gets past Carter. Again, difference between heading and chesting, and Lima boots it away. But right to Holliston. Panthers have an opportunity here. Ball's loose in middle of the field and gets driven over to the far sideline.
It's a nice play by Katie English there.
Okay, and Sophia unable to corral that one. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be Panther ball. They're going to continue to amp up the pressure here offensively.
There's nice pressure by Ashland right there to the double team.
It looked like House was trying to do some kind of like that triangle pass.
Yep, then they closed the gap. It was a
quick pass up, looking for Merson, can't quite connect. Ball's in midfield now.
Watch the through ball here.
They just transitioned so quickly. She looked like she was a step off sides, but no whistle. And is that Ellie Braden knocking the ball out of bounds?
I think that's
Robinson. It's Robinson.
Yep.
It's Robinson.
Yep.
Sorry.
She's got that family has a lot of speed, so she used it there.
I didn't know Todd was known for his speed.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the family, I think.
Oh, is that it? So inbounded and quickly kicked right back out of bounds. Panthers ball still just a little deeper now into the Ashland zone. Quick give and go. Centering pass attempted. Marchetti knocks it out of the way. Merson tries to control it, but Panthers end up with it and just back pass. Nice play there. Going to put pressure right on.
Yeah, and if you notice right now, Holliston has their outside backs pushed up really far. It's almost 2 in the back now, trying to keep the ball in.
Okay, Lima with a quick boot out there. She's not letting the Panthers really reset. I'm not sure if she's doing that on her own, if that was some direction at the half. But Panthers end up with it as they push the ball up to midfield. Ball's turned over. Merson will be the first to get there, almost.
Yeah.
Misjudged her speed, I guess. This is Maddie English putting pressure on, trying to grab the ball. Robinson over to English. Miscommunication there. Nice play by Robinson to get it out of the way. Merson now. Sorry, make that.
That was Allie Laughlin.
Allie Laughlin.
I'm sorry, I've known all these girls all my life, so it's so much easier for me.
And I'm trying to go by numbers. That 10 and 18 look too close together for me. So I'll defer to you, Rob. You're the expert. We do have our scoreboard back, so it's about 16 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Still deadlocked. Ashland and Holliston. Holliston with the ball right now. Panthers looking to make a move. Intercepted nicely. Step up by Arsenault.
Nope, just about a foot and a half away from on these passes from Ashland connecting.
Okay, looks like Robinson was a little late reacting to that ball, but she played it smartly. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Ashland ball right by midfield. So it'll be Robinson to Maddie. Centering
Nice
down
up.
Go ahead.
That was a nice up by Maddie.
But Holliston there should seem to be doing a great job anticipating where that ball's going to go.
Yeah, see, that's where I'd like to see Maddie. She's good enough to make a play there instead of kicking.
Mm-hmm.
She had plenty of space in front of her. She's definitely got the skill to do that.
Laughlin gets ridden off the ball here and then takes it back. Good play by Allie to recover there. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to call it Holliston ball. So Panthers putting some pressure on here on the far sideline right now with about 15 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Nice play by English right there.
Mm-hmm. There's another example of chesting instead of heading.
Yep.
Both teams struggling with that control.
Yeah, we shouldn't have mentioned it.
Okay, here's a pass right up the middle for the Panthers, and looking to reset here a little bit. Way to get a foot on that one. Nice job by Arsenault.
Whoops.
Misread by English. Ball bounced over her head. They've got that number 12, Megan.
Oop.
I wasn't sure if
you can see the skill level. She's so good.
Wasn't sure if she was trying to put a shot on goal or she was trying to pass there. It looked like she kind of split the difference there.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a great play by Maddie. Making her grandparents proud too. I think it's Nini and Pepe. Peppa. I don't know.
Salt and pepper? No? Okay.
Anything over 2 syllables I have problems with.
Okay, so we do have a substitution. Looks like Merson going out, and is that
Katie Clipper? No, it isn't.
That's Colby Lima's number.
Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Wait, is Colby? Colby's not in goal anymore. I think it's Kathleen. Is it Katie Clipper in net now?
You would know.
Yeah, Colby came out of net. Has a perfect sheet in her high school career.
Okay.
And I think it's Katie Clipper in net now.
Okay, Arsenault centering pass to English. Right onto Colby Lima's feet, give and go, back to English. She's got Arsenault on the near sideline, but can't find her. Holliston reads that one and breaks it up. And quickly in transition now at midfield. They're turning things around.
Here comes that through ball again.
Mm-hmm. And here's Megan for Holliston, driving it down the far sideline for her teammate. It's Tatum Corden. Right in centering pass here, can probably get a shot off. Back to Megan, blocked by Clockers. Still can't quite get it out. They're chasing the ball now, getting a little panicky. Okay, able to get that ball out of danger, but still kind of bouncing around there a little bit. And now to the far sideline. Oh, that's a nice play by Sophia, yep. Double team there for a moment. Now English going to put pressure on the ball carrier here at middle of the field. Okay, Holliston looking for an opening down the near sideline. This is Robinson. Thought about passing back to the goalie, but
that was a nice play.
It was a nice play. I think she really fooled the defender there, and the defender forced to just kick the ball out of bounds. Keep Robinson from making a play. So about 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ashland on the kick-in. Looks like Robinson's going to get a breather here. She's getting subbed in for Oglesby. Oh, they're changing positions.
Yep.
Okay. So Oglesby comes here to the near side to tip over for Marchetti.
Yeah, and it's nice seeing Kirsten play. She got hurt last game. She's playing with a little banged up knee.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay. So here's English passing ahead and too hot to handle for Sophia. and the ball's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline. So, yeah, Rob, this is the next to last weekend for the girls' season. Yeah, they play tomorrow at Holliston and then a pair of games next weekend against Norton.
Yeah, ran really fast. Like you said, at least we got the season in, or at least most of it.
Yep. Okay, here's a turnover in favor of the Clockers. They're going to inbound here. And that's Robinson to Marchetti.
Captain Carter.
Okay, thank you. There's a foul.
Okay, let's see if Ashland can put some passes together here. They got a free kick on the positive side of the field. Let's see them use the middle of the field.
While we have a quick break in the action, I just want to remind folks they can follow Ashland Sports on Twitter. Handles include @ClockerAD, as in athletic director. That's Stephen Marks' handle. @ClockerSoccerG. That's the girls' team handle. And of course, you can follow us here on TV at WACA-TV Ashland. All 3 wonderful ways to stay up to date on Twitter, following Ashland Athletics. So Ashland with the ball now, putting some offensive pressure on. English had it. She got a little physical. She got nothing called there. You're right. The refs were letting them play it today.
Yeah, but if you notice, Colby started that play. Nice place to Madison. Madison threw it in the corner. And they got a nice free kick down on the end, or throw-in, which is actually a kick. So
right.
Works same way.
Okay.
It's nice to see him build the play up.
Sure. We're just here at the halfway point of the third quarter now. We're deadlocked. Ashland and Holliston. Girls soccer action on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Guessing you'd be here if you could be. I know, COVID limitations. We are technically sold out, right? We have our 40 spectators here today. It's a COVID sellout. But glad to have you on TV here with us. Enjoying a great game. Girls are doing a great job here so far against a tough Holliston opponent. Clockers have an opportunity here. It's a feed to English. A nice give and go to Lima. A little too hot to handle. Quickly pushed forward more by Marchetti. And she's going to find Arsenault. Almost find Arsenault on the near sideline. The ball bounces out of bounds. So Holliston ball here with about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, Holliston really quick coming in. Okay, Holliston pushes the ball to midfield, and they're going to press right up the middle. They've got Megan on the fly. Robinson rides her off. Both girls getting a little physical, a little collision, but nothing major. Refs let it go, and ball goes out of bounds. So it's a tough assignment for Robinson going up against a potential All-American.
She's doing a great job. That was a good positioning there. She had the inside beat, and then ball was behind her. She turned and pushed her out. Made the right play.
I think these girls are definitely aware of Megan wherever she is on the field. There's a centering attempt that goes wide long side. We'll have a goal kick here for the Clockers. And you can hear Mary Kate Ward, the Holliston goalie,
trying to motivate
urging on her team. Yeah. There's a nice piece on Mary Kate and Megan in the Metro West Sports earlier this week.
I read that.
Both going on to play Division I next season. Mary Kate at UConn and Megan at Northeastern. So ball's in play here, though, and the Clockers have it.
That's a nice pass right there. Like that. Nice job, girls.
Okay, nice pass over to Arsenault. I think Arsenault gave up on that one a little too quickly, but it's okay. Here's Marchetti, knows where the pressure is. Going to kick it backwards to the goalie.
I hope she knows she can't pick it up.
Oof, good pressure by Holliston.
She was smooth on that, smooth.
Okay, so Oglesby up to Arsenault. Arsenault gets her pass blocked and out of bounds, but it'll stay Ashland ball. Just under 7.5 to go now in the third quarter. We're still deadlocked. Great game so far for the Ashland Clockers. So this is Arsenault coming out now. Julia Schreiber checking in. Holliston making a substitution or two of their own. And down here it'll be Kirsten Oglesby touching off for Maddie Marchetti. Lima putting some pressure on here. English as well. Okay, Ellie Laughlin to Schreiber just into the game. Give and go. Nice pass by Julia up to English. Another give and go. And that ball's going to get out of bounds. Nice offensive pressure here. Some really nice passing on that set, Rob.
You can see Julia. She's only a freshman, but you can see the soccer IQ in her already. She looks to make plays.
She's certainly getting a lot of minutes for a freshman on this team, so yeah. So this time it'll be Kirsten, combination of Kirsten and Julia here on the kick-in. Okay, Schreiber has it, looking for help.
Oh, great ball.
Nice centering pass,
Great
but too hot to handle. Couldn't get it controlled there by Lima. Carter pushing ahead, but Holliston equal to the task. And now they have the ball, pushing it up the far sideline. A little too far. Oh, kept in. Nice play. Gets past Carter. It's a shot centering pass attempt.
It's a great step by Maddie.
Okay, Holliston calmly tracks it down, under control. Okay, Ashland's defensive stop again. Okay, they're on the far sideline now. And it looks like Shepard putting it ahead to English. Tries to get around two defenders there. Now here's Sophia.
It's great work by Sophia right there. Oh, just missed on the pass.
Couldn't quite get it past that defender. So Carter steps up. Tries to pass off, but disconnect. This ball goes backwards and out of bounds. Clocker ball. So a lot of action right now in the middle of the field, Rob, as we get down to about 4.5 to go in the third quarter.
This is definitely the best games Ashland's played. You can see by the passing.
You played with the level of your opponent, right?
You do. But the fortunate thing is Tri-Valley League is so good. Every team is good. They always have 2 or 3 state champions.
Going to call it.
Yeah, but then header on Kirsten.
I thought it was actually a handball, but they called the header, yeah. Rob, the thing I got to start wondering about as we get later and later into this game, I mean, I'm loving 70-plus degrees today.
I know.
But you got to wonder if this is going to take an effect on the players, not, no longer used to this heat, right?
Yeah.
There's a long shot on goal. Oh, that's a bit experience. Yeah, that's a tough one there. As Holliston scores, they go on top now 1-0 with just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. What do you think happened there? Just misjudged the depth?
And if you can hear from the microphones, there's a little breeze up here that you can't really see.
Right, and that breeze, it is blowing left to right.
Yeah. And
it's into the sun.
And being those long balls are the hardest for goalies. I grew up, my son used to be a goalie, and just you hold your breath every time you see that ball go up.
Absolutely. So a tough break there for the Clockers. Going to have their work cut out for them the rest of the way, try and score on a goalie who's only given up 8 goals in the last 2 years.
That's a great stat. You did your homework.
So I'm sorry to be right on that one, but let's see what happens here. See if the Clockers can settle down after that tough break on that goal. Good forechecking. There's Julia trying to stop it. That ball's just spinning right now. Julia can't quite keep that one from going out of bounds, so it's going to be Holliston ball here. And this is Phoebe Drowan inbounding for the Panthers. Okay, ball's in center of the field now, pushing toward the far sideline. Just beautiful, quick passes by Holliston right now. And that's their all-star Megan there, number 12.
That was a great job by Allie. Allie's a great athlete, too, very strong. She held her off pretty well there.
Okay, Clocker's able to kick it out of trouble, but it's put right back in on net now by the Panthers. Goalie makes the save. About 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Going to boot this one away, but not deep enough. Ball gets turned right back over. We'll see if they're going to just let this one trickle over the goal line. So it'll be Clocker ball when they track this one down. So again, just take a quick moment here to thank our sponsors today, Marathon Deli, Techniplex, and Rose's Automotive. Thank you for your support. We certainly appreciate it. And viewing audience, be sure to patronize our sponsors. We couldn't do this without them. So under 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Clockers with a break here at midfield. Ball couldn't quite make it to Colby Lima off of Merson's foot, and it's going to go out of bounds here despite best efforts by Anna McGinnis.
It's another freshman.
It's the first time I've said her name today.
Yep.
Did she just check in recently?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Okay, so the Panthers inbound the ball. Quick give and go. There's a nice spin move there, but Ashland makes the stop. Kick it back over midfield. Holliston will recover there. Put it right back over midfield. Over here to the near sideline now. Good defensive play by Kirsten to Julia. Interesting choice there by Julia, not just boot it down the sideline,
Yeah.
but
Again,
it seemed to work.
Yeah, like I said, she likes to make plays.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Holliston just seems to always know where that open teammate is. That passing is terrific today.
You look at spacing. Look at the outside back for Holliston. I don't know if you can see it on TV. She's so wide. You see the ball went right to her.
Mm-hmm. Good step up there by English. Lima with the ball. Passing ahead to Merson. Over to the far sideline, that's Anna McGinnis again.
Yeah.
But couldn't quite corral it, and the ball goes over to the Panthers. Inbounded quickly and pass backwards.
That's quarter.
But that's the whistle. That's the end of the third quarter. So kind of a fluky goal there for Holliston. They find themselves up 1-0 over your Ashland Clockers. It's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you back here real soon on WACA-TV. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for fourth quarter action today. Ashland versus Holliston, the Clockers versus the Panthers. And if you're just joining us, you've missed a great game so far. One of the Clockers' best games of the season, though the scoreboard won't tell you that. Unfortunately, the Clockers down 1-0 on a fluke goal for the Panthers late in the third quarter. But see if the Clockers can step it up here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers will start with the ball here to get things going. I'm Josh Abrams, joined today by Rob Kulaga. And Rob, what do you think so far?
Yeah, like I said, they're playing great. Ball movement, good. It's great for Ashland. They're putting 3, 4, 5 passes together. Just they can't connect on that 6-1 to put them in the scoring opportunities.
Okay, and again, they have their work cut out for them. Holliston is one of the powerhouses here in the Tri-Valley, defending champions for Division II last season. And at least 2 players that will be going on to play Division I next season, including their goaltender, Mary Kate Ward. So we're underway here in the fourth quarter. Teams have switched sides. Clockers will be going from left to right on your screen, wearing their traditional Clocker blue, whereas the Panthers, of course, wearing all white with red letters and numbers. Panthers putting some pressure on here offensively, and this defense steps up once again for the Clockers. Let's see if, oh, almost there. As Sophia tracks one almost there, but it goes out of bounds. Holliston quickly inbounds now at midfield. Some more good pressure put on by Sophia. Ball works its way out to the middle of the field now, and looking for an opening there. There's a break. It's a shot on goal, and that is a goal.
That is a goal.
A little tough to see from this angle. So a little bit of a defensive breakdown there on the far side. And Holliston able to score. It looks like it was Mia Luisi who scores. She's a junior for the Panthers. So quickly up 2-0. Nothing they could do on that one, Rob.
No, they get just a nice little through ball, little good footwork, good shot.
I was hoping that ball was going to just trickle far enough down to turn into a bad angle, but
it didn't, though, unfortunately.
Okay, so let's see. Clockers now down 2-0 here in the fourth quarter against the Panthers. See if they can get things under control, put some pressure on here late in the game. Panthers flying now at midfield. This is Megan, this is their star, handing off to one of her teammates. Ball's loose here at midfield. Pushing the way over toward the far sideline now, and Kirsten Oglesby will track it down, let it go out of bounds, and inbound from there. So Rami, sun's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky now, and it favors the Clockers. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Hope that get the sun in the eyes.
Exactly. Keep it high.
Yeah.
The opposite of what you always tell them.
Okay, here's a long boot on the far side. Finds English. She's looking for some help, trying to get it over to Sophia. Ball bounces toward the middle of the field and pushed away by the Panther defense. Settled here by Megan for Holliston and pushed ahead quickly. This is the goal scorer, number 10.
Great through ball right there. Great ball.
Quick shot on goal and equal to the task. Makes a nice save. Have we confirmed if that is Catherine Klepper?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Okay.
I think that was, what, Mia for Holliston?
Mia Louisa.
Yeah, she's made some great plays.
Okay, it was Maddie English trying to break through the defense and gets ridden off the ball. And Holliston quickly in their transition game, pushing it back up the field. The passing is just so crisp, Rob.
Right there, you see the through ball again.
Same player. This time the block is made nicely by Kathy Carter.
Yeah.
Another block, and that ball's going to trickle in again. So another tough goal there given up by the Clockers. It's now 3-0 Holliston as we get down to about just under 17 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And Rob, I don't know what's going on.
It's such a hard position to put in a goalie for the first time ever. And then they're making it, but you got to give Holliston all the credit. They're 2, 3, 4 through balls right there.
Also, it just feels like they found another gear.
Yeah,
like they're going even faster now.
Yeah, you talk about their stars, but their whole team is stars. Like Mia is great. I've seen number 6 make a lot of plays, or 9. They're just good cross. You can't. But soccer team's not made up of 2 people. You can see that. You can see how good they all are. Just their, like you said, the width. They get great width all the time.
Mm-hmm. So here's English putting some pressure on deep in the Holliston zone and goes out of bounds. Okay, we've said it before, Rob. It's another good opportunity for the Clockers. At this point, they really need to take advantage if they want to chip into this lead. They're down 3-0, just under 16 to go in the game. So here's Sophia to English. English going one-on-one, pushing the ball in toward the net, but it's intercepted by the Holliston defense, and they're going to come out with it. Okay, ball goes out of bounds, and that's Lexi Robinson first on the scene for the Clockers. She'll be inbounding here. Looking for English, got a hand on the back there. No call. So Holliston has it, pushing backwards.
You notice a big difference in the refereeing from the first couple games. They let them play a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. That ball squirts loose and further back, but corralled by Marchetti, but pushed back over midfield. Again, the ball's just kind of ping-ponging back and forth right now. Neither team really able to establish much control. There's Holliston, got somebody flying down the sideline right past Kirsten, and they've got trailers coming into the play now as well. Here's a shot on goal, goes across the goal mouth and trickles harmlessly out of bounds. So a nice break there for the Clockers. They'll get the ball back. About 14.5 to go in the game. So Rob, just checking the MLS scoreboard, right? We're talking soccer here. No games tonight, but the Revs visit the first place Philadelphia Union tomorrow at 3:30. I think that game's on ABC. As this ball goes out of bounds, looks like it's going to go Panther way right now. The Revs in 6th place in the Eastern Division with an 8-6-8 record, but have clinched a playoff spot.
That's good. Bruce does a great job with that team.
But back here in Ashland, the Clockers down 3-0 late now to the Holliston Panthers. The Panthers controlling the ball, pushing the ball over midfield here.
And we're dodging bees back here. Nice play by Sea Rose right there.
Maybe we can get some kind of pest control company as a sponsor. Okay, so Clockers with the ball now, going down moving over to the middle of the field now. Had Sophia behind the defense. She looked offsides to me, but I don't have a good angle on it. But it was a good idea. Again, trying to press it, trying to set up for a strong shot. So looking ahead, we were talking about, sports for tomorrow, Rob. Pats actually don't play until Monday night.
Oh, yeah. So don't have to see them lose. No, they're not going to lose to the Jets.
Hey, you never know this season. It's been crazy, right?
Tank for Trevor.
So Pats and Jets on Monday Night Football this week. But back here in Ashland, Clocker's looking to make it.
It's a nice ball by Emma.
See if Sophia can get there. She comes up with just a bit short. So English now trying to find Sophia again down the far sideline, but too far and out of bounds. Holliston ball as we tick down to about 12.5 to go here in the game. Holliston up 3-0 over your Ashland Clockers. Okay. Robinson with a nice defensive play, slow him down a little bit, but the ball moves just a little bit closer to midfield for the Panthers. So, Maddie English, Clocker closest to the ball right now, trying to put a little pressure on here. Okay, Holliston keeping their foot on the gas here as they move to midfield. Long pass tries to find a teammate. They're pressing through. They're getting deep into the Ashland end, and
It was off the goalpost.
yeah. So strong shot on net, but too high. Sails overhead, and Clockers will regain possession. Okay. Ball's kicked out and controlled here by Sophia. But Holliston rides him off the ball. Turn back over, that's Laughlin. She loses the battle for the ball, and still going back and forth between the two teams. But here's Ashland now with the ball. Up over midfield to Maddie English. Bounces past her, but good pressure put on. Holliston still with the ball as they're flying down the far sideline. Again, I just marvel at that transition game, Rob. They can just turn it over and get that pressure offensively very, very quickly. Here's a shot on goal, easily eaten up by Catherine Klepper. It's about 10.5 to go now. Ashland down 3-0. Okay, Lima tries to get control of this one. She has it over midfield, has some operating room. English is off sides. She got back on sides, but too late for that pass, and Mary-Kate Ward gobbles it up for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'd like to see the patience by Colby. She didn't connect with the pass, but the patience was there.
It's a high ball right around midfield, collected here by Catherine Carter. Ball winds up going deep into the far corner. It's a foot race at this point, but it's going to trickle out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. So Holliston taking the time to make, looks like 3 substitutions. Clockers will stand pat with who they already have on the field. Okay, Panthers booted out toward midfield. Marchetti in the middle of that. Ball's bouncing around a bit, goes out of bounds on the far side. We tick down to about 9 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Ashland out with the ball quickly. They've got Lima in the middle, and Sophia.
Come on, Sophia, get there. Good play by MK.
She is an aggressive goaltender. She goes right out there. Okay, there's a long boot by Ward. Just about to midfield.
Yeah, just about.
She's got a leg.
Yeah, you can only kick it to the 50, so it's perfect placement.
Looking to find Sophia. Here's a turnover for Lima. Oh, sorry, for English. Couldn't quite get through. Here's Lima.
Oh, that's good. See, put it in space.
Feeding it deep to Sophia. She'll look to center.
Oops.
Oh, she whiffs on it and it goes out of bounds. I think she's trying to do a little too much there, Rob.
Yeah. Tough with the bouncing ball. And she's taking a bow.
Playing to the crowd. Another COVID sellout here this afternoon. 40 max here in attendance. But if you're watching us at home, we appreciate you. Glad to have you with us. About 8 minutes to go here late on a Saturday afternoon. Clocker's down 3-0. Looking to try and get onto the scoreboard here. So this is Ward will be kicking off here for the Panthers, and just
they want to build from the back.
Right.
So that's what they want to do.
Yeah, try something different.
It's one of the reasons they changed that rule, because before you had to kick it outside the box. Now they want to see the kids' skill level improve. So like instead of this booting, let's see the kids build it out from the back.
Okay, Clocker's trying to put on a little defensive pressure here, but the Panthers are able to beat it. Ball's loose near midfield. That was Carter in the middle of that mix. Lima couldn't quite feed Sophia there, and the Panthers break it up, and now, again, going into their transition game. Good back checking by English, Catherine English that time. Panthers looking to make a move here in the middle of the field. Okay, so a combination here of Robinson and Carter trying to shut things down here on the far sideline. Players are bouncing off each other. Robinson able to clear it out.
That was really good team defense by those two
Okay.
juniors.
Shepard tries to pass out to Lima, but couldn't quite make the connection. Ball goes out of bounds. We're going to get a couple of Ashland substitutions now. Rob, I can't quite make out those numbers. Do you see who's coming in?
Brooke's coming in for Kirsten, and then Julia is coming in for Sophia.
Okay, thanks. I don't know how you spot Brooke. That's really,
Well,
that's amazing.
She's got the big arm cast. It's pretty easy. Thing weighs a ton. She was fortunate. Separated her elbow probably about 3-4 weeks ago. Popped it back in.
Yeah, she's definitely back earlier than I expected based on what I had read.
Yeah.
So
All these, soccer girls are all tough. Every girl on this field is tough.
sure.
They're all really hardcore athletes.
Now, these two teams are going to match up again tomorrow, just in Holliston instead of here. And after that, next weekend, Rob, it's Norton. Any insight on that Norton team?
I didn't look it up. I was gonna, but I forgot. But I think I think Ashland might have the winner game or two there.
Okay.
I think they'll be good.
Oh, we still got about 5.5 to go in this one. Don't want to walk away from this one too soon. But Clocker's down 3-0 late now.
Yeah, but you can see Holliston's a more talented team, but Ashland, they got a lot of good athletes on the team. And just unfortunate with a couple bounces with the goalies.
Sure.
But you like to see the progress. They're definitely moving the ball around better.
And as you mentioned earlier, I mean, you've definitely seen progress over the course of this season.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter accepted, I would say, and I think you would say that this is their best team effort of the season so far.
Yeah. I think Dan watches the film on this. He'll be happy.
Okay, so nice give and go there.
That was Ellie Braden. Ken Colby doing a good job in the middle of the field again, getting that ball settled and out wide.
Okay, so Braden passes to English. I think she was looking for Arsenault over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see Emma get a good kick. She's got a great leg. She's got to get a chance in space.
Okay. Holliston putting the pressure on yet again. And Robinson will just let that one go out of bounds. So we're just about the 4-minute mark left here in the fourth quarter. And
Molly Orr is coming in for Allie Laughlin.
Okay.
Molly's first action of the day.
There's a long boot down the near side, finds English. She's got Lima if she can look up.
Ooh, Maddie was close. Maddie had her set up. She just a second slow. She was going to kick the ball right down the sideline.
Yeah, unfortunately that one went off of English's foot on its way out of bounds, so it's actually going to be Holliston ball here.
So shout out to Madison. She was one of the Eastern Mass Players of the Week last week for the goal against Hopkinton, the game-winning goal last week.
Congratulations.
It was a good honor for Maddie.
Absolutely. And it's just a great goal. I mean, it just seemed to come out of nowhere. Hopkinton and
95. Just takes one shot. They had 95% possession the whole game. We had a nice little run. And then the defense. You got the defense.
Absolutely. I mean, they never gave up.
Yeah.
I mean, just strong throughout the game. So down to about 3 minutes now here in the game. Ashland with the ball near midfield. And we have another substitution here. As,
the two freshmen came back into the game for us. Julia and I forgot the other one's name. Anna. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct. Anna McGinnis. Okay, so look like an unforced error drives that ball out of bounds, and Holliston will take over here.
Nice play by Colby.
She read that one really well. That pass was not quite far enough for Julia.
I would have liked to see Julia get the pass and see what she'd done.
Sure.
She could have done with it.
Okay, kept in by Holliston. That ball's rolling down the far sideline. Marchetti looking to get there and just booted out of bounds.
Is Boston College playing today?
They are. In fact, I believe they're playing the Syracuse Orange.
Wonder who you're rooting for on that one. I don't know what the score is or what time they're playing, but I think BC is going to control that game. It's great seeing them with actually a coach that you can actually get and a team that you can actually like.
Sure. It was quite a game that BC had against Clemson last week, right?
Yeah, it was great.
And hey, you know what I can tell you about Syracuse, they've got a brand new roof on the Carrier Dome. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Ashland and Holliston with your Clockers down 3-0. But a great overall effort by the team against one of the powerhouses of the Tri-Valley League. And we'll see if can make a late break here and try and get one on the board. Nice moral victory to ride into tomorrow's game in Holliston. These two teams meet back up yet again. All part of the special COVID 2020 season we've had where everybody plays home and home. So here's
Ellie Braden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're so close to making these plays.
Yeah.
And my least favorite term in soccer, unlucky. I'm not saying it, because I hate when coaches say that.
Sure.
This is number 10 again, Mia,
Yeah.
I believe.
Wide short side. So I think they're going to take their time getting this ball and just let that clock tick some more.
When you see Mia, she's got a great little forward. It's not the dazzling, just a little touch outside, two touches right in a row.
She's definitely got speed, too.
Yeah. And what she does, I like the way she does. She brings it, then she'll bring the defense towards her, and then she can see her outlets. What year is she? She's a 11th grader, junior.
Yep. See, here's Marchetti ready to kick off. She puts it down to the near sideline, giving over to Mia. We were just talking about her. She breaks with that speed up the middle.
Just that little side move.
Shot gets blocked. Ball still loose and momentarily under control by Holliston.
I think that's going to be corner by Holliston.
That seems to be the call.
My retirement is in less than a minute. But I did enjoy it. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely, Rob. Glad to have you with us. I'm sure our audience enjoyed it as well. Always good to have two voices instead of just one. So here's a shot toward the net by Holliston. Klepper can't hold on to it. Ball's loose and booted out by Catherine. So up ahead to Julia.
Let's see what I think Julia's going to do something good with the ball right here, hopefully.
She's looking for help.
Yep.
Dishes off.
Got the ball back.
That was to Orr. Julia trying to control it. Ridden off by Holliston, and they're going to break right away. Ball sent deep. Players onside. Yep. Here's a shot on goal.
Oh.
Beat her long side. Late goal given up there by the Clockers. Nice shot on goal. Hopefully, again, the Clockers can learn from a more experienced team about, how to do things. So unfortunately, again, the Holliston Panthers now up 4-0. Really late here in the fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to go. Just anticipating that whistle. But Clockers kickoff. Looking to put something on the board here late. Julie has the ball taken away. And there's the whistle. That's your ball game. So it's a final now. Holliston Panthers 4, your Ashland Clockers 0. So just a quick wrap-up, Rob. We've been talking for most of the half, but to you, what are some of the highlights from today's game? The score notwithstanding.
I think it was a ball possession. They did have they worked both to the middle. They had a couple combinations together. And again, it was just a fortunate couple bounces there. Unlucky. No,
Well,
but like we said, they played very well.
Yep,
The score is not
absolutely.
reflective of that.
Okay, and a couple of new goalies getting some experience this afternoon against a strong team. Well, that'll do it for us today. These two teams match up tomorrow again in Holliston. So for Rob Kulaga, for Connor and Tom and the crew, all of our sponsors, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. This has been Ashland Girls Soccer on WACA-TV.
Today's sports coverage on WACA-TV is sponsored in part by Technoplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Technoplex Flexibles Ashland is a proud sponsor of the Ashland boys and girls soccer team, and we look forward to a great 2020 season.
Go Flockers!
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com. A special thank you to Rose's Automotive for their donation of masks and gloves to use during sports productions to keep the WACA crew safe. You can find them at 26 North Main Street in Sherburne, reach them on the phone at 508-650-1628, or find them on the web at rosesautomotive.com.